Hello Aquarius, Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your reading for the 4th to the 10th of November. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It's a pleasure reading for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please, I'd love to have you on board. However, if my readings don't resonate, you know the drill. You can check out other aspects of your natal sign or just move on to another reader. Mine might resonate with you next time. I am using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. Beautiful tarot deck, beautiful pictures, very sort of Renaissance-y for a bit of a change. I've used these a bit in my Page of Coins. Somebody's getting an offer here. I use these cards a bit when I do the fairs, but they are quite new and very beautiful. So I thought I'd have a bit of a change and give them a bit of a workout, so it helps them not to be quite so slippery. Okay, what's going on for you, Aquarius? Okay, beautiful. Ace of Swords. How funny. The Gemini people just got the Ace of Cups for their first card out. Oh, big week for you guys. Beautiful. Now, the Ace of Swords is, as I always say, one of my favourite cards. The reason I love this is because this man is coming into, or person, is coming in to cut through the crap, as it were. So it's a brand new start, moving forward with a new energy. An energy of, I feel different, I know where I'm going, it's clarity, it's clear to me now, and definitely moving forward for a new beginning, a very new beginning. So let's see how this is going for you. So Aquarius, the first card you have is the Three of Cups. Now, it could be for some of you then with the Ace of Swords up the front, you could be cutting someone out of a third-party situation. That's the first thing that comes to mind here. This can also talk about celebration. So it could be about you cutting things out of your life that no longer serve you, but having some sort of clarification about how you can celebrate that and go forward. The Three of Cups talks about, in the traditional sense, you know, enjoying time with family and friends. So this could be a time for you too. So it could be that you've achieved something in the Ace of Swords and you're working on, you know, celebrating that to move forward. And then I have the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is a very fast-moving energy, and I've seen a bit of this today. So I think things are starting to happen for people who've been feeling quite stagnant. This often talks arrows of love because it is about passion and it is about moving very quickly. But for me, there's something about messages moving in for you very, very quickly. And this could be a reason why you're celebrating here. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. So you've got a wish coming true here. Now, I feel like for some of you, somebody's getting messages about love and there's a celebration to be had and a new start. Very easy read. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's some repeating cards here, by the way. We've seen the Wheel of Fortune a bit today, but it is a time when karma is turning around. Okay, so what I've got here for some of you is there is love coming in, a relationship coming in. For some of you, it is jobs or something to do with your passion. So it could be, you know, if you were an artist, you may have just, you know, been able to put your first display out. If you are, I don't know what they call it when you show your paintings, but I'm sure somebody will say. It could be that you are celebrating the birth of a child. Definitely something, but whatever it is, it's changing your life going forward. It's because you have the Ace of Swords there. So something about this change coming in that's karmic is changing the way you view things, which is really lovely. Okay, and then we have the Chariot. Now, I'm feeling we've got a few repeating cards here. So if you're an Aquarius, please check out the Gemini reading. Or if you're with a Gemini cross-watcher. Okay, so then we have the Chariot. So this, of course, talks about things moving very quickly here. Now, for some of you, there is a purchase of a new car, and I can definitely see overseas travel here with celebration. So it could be that some of you have just got married and you're moving forward in a very different way with the Ace of Swords there. But whatever it is, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and the reason that this is happening now is because you've obviously done a lot of work here, because I have this this beautiful Six of Pentacles, which talks about balance. So very beautiful. You've brought some sort of balance into your life, which is just amazing here. You've worked really, really hard. So, okay, in the past, I feeling this is like in the past you've been a giver. You haven't been good at taking things back again. Maybe you're the sort of person who invested everything you had into things and found that they just didn't work for you because you weren't getting back what you were putting in. And I know for some people that's not always a really easy concept to understand. So what we're talking about here is if you always have relationships where you're the one doing everything, putting all the love, being the kind, doing all the things, and every time you ask the other person to do something, they go, too busy. That isn't right. And people say that all the time, and I think, why aren't you saying to them that isn't correct? Why do you still keep putting and investing in the person if they're not giving back to you? Now, there are some situations where that's okay. So if you've got someone who's very sick and you're putting a lot of work and effort into looking after them because they can't reciprocate, different story. If you have children, of course, that's a different story. But I feel that in some way we have a responsibility as parents, grandparents and great-grandparents in being able to teach our children that it's not okay that I do everything for you and you don't return. That's why we teach children to do chores and, you know, and reciprocate around the home. Because it is a taught thing, you do have to understand. But I've got this big feeling here that something is rewarding you. The universe is rewarding you. You've learned to stand up for yourself with the Ace of Swords. And the universe is saying, rightio, now you've learned up to stand up for yourself and you've brought yourself back in balance. We're ready to move you forward. Sorry, big spiel there. The Four of Cups comes out next. So I feel like in the past you may have been very dissatisfied with what was happening. And I've said a couple of times already, there's this feeling behind this reading for a lot of Aquarians that they were pretty stuck, maybe finding it hard to move forward. Well, I can tell you now, it's happening, Aquarius. You're on your way. Okay, so we have the card of the Moon coming out here. So the Moon talks about hidden things. It talks about somewhat secrets. Sometimes it just means that something isn't here yet. So we talk about things being hidden, but they may not be intentional. So sometimes it's like the universe is holding back on something until you are ready. And this is so what it feels like in this reading. It's almost like you've been operating without actually, you've been trusting and just letting the universe lead you where to go. You haven't seen what was in front of you. You've just trusted that the universe has got your back. It's beautiful. Okay, so I think you're being led towards a water sign. So this would be a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. And I feel like you've got this manifested. I did a lovely reading for a girl last night who has had a really, really tough time in the past with her relationships, and she's found her relationships that's so good and she can't believe it's happening. And I feel that that's the way you're feeling here. It's like everything is just falling into place here, and there could be someone coming in for you. Now, if this isn't love, it could still be this person coming in to offer you something to move you forward on your path. Because you're definitely celebrating here, definitely having a new start, and definitely being rewarded for the good work you've done. And if things have been dark and unhidden up till now, the universe is about to expose it all to you. And look at you, the Empress. So this is a perfect, perfect ending to such a beautiful reading, because you are feeling now that everything's been worthwhile, that you've got the learning, you understand the journey, you've understood why you haven't been able to see things. The universe is turning everything in your favour, and it's like everything's going to fall into your lap, Aquarius. It's beautiful. I'll just do a quick oracle read for you. Oh, and that's the one that wants to come out. Eternal Youth, number 1. I'm still reading the book. I really haven't been able to sit down and really go through the cards yet to really gain a good understanding. Some of them I've got. I love the way that she relates them all back to vampires, though. It's really cool. So it says you're about to be rejuvenated and filled with energy and potential. You will look and feel very well and your health will be vital. See, this is the card. And this is what they're talking about in the Empress here. And your health will be vital. You'll be very attractive and people will be drawn to your youthful free spirit and optimism. See, I think that you've been very stuck for a while and I think you've lost your energy and your vitality and your drive. All coming back, Aquarius. Have a fabulous week.